Well, welcome in, sports fans. Welcome in, Panther fans. Welcome to Pirate Stadium, here in Longview, Texas, part of the Pine Tree ISD facilities out here. And let me tell you what, JD, this is one of the nicer setups that we've personally had as broadcasters. Enjoying it here tonight, enjoying the digs here in Pirateville. Of course, we're hoping for a game just as good as our venue here for us. But I'll tell you, a little mac and cheese with some pulled pork on top, nice air-conditioned place. I'm telling you, some of our other opponents could really see what Pine Tree's doing
what they got going on.
No, of course, appreciate anybody that accommodates us anytime. But yeah, it's actually it's just a little bit extra special when you get to be here in something like this. And to be honest with you, JD, it's already an extra special night tonight. It is the district opener here tonight, the first district game of the 2025 Panther campaign, and we're excited to kind of see these guys measure against a good team. Don't forget, Pine Tree a couple of years ago was in the 5A ranks. They're now a 4A Division I program. They've kind of, their enrollment fell down just a little bit, so they went down in rank, and they were starting to have a little traction in the 5A ranks. And then when they fell down, like last year, they pretty much took off. If I remember, I want to say they were 10-2 or 11-2 or something like that last year. So they made a decent push into the playoffs and come into a district that is really tough and have some success. So these are definitely some guys to watch. But as we were talking about in the truck before, they actually have lost a bunch of their starters. But it looks like it's actually going to be time for the national anthem, JD. So why don't I shut up? We'll send it over to them on what am I trying to say? Down on the field. That's the words I'm looking for. And we'll be back here in just a minute.
Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed tonight by the Pine Tree High School Band under the direction of Mr. Mark Perry.
All right, so Pine Tree High School Band taking care of the national anthem. Nice rendition by them. So we're getting close to the coin toss here, JD. So let's see what they come out with. Again, here at Pine Tree tonight. And I keep wanting to say Pine Tree like it's a city. It's not. It's a school system. We're here in Longview tonight, of course. Going to be an interesting one here, JD. These guys have had a bit of a rough start to their year, 2-3, 0-1 in district. They picked up wins against Dallas Carter and Hallsville, 46-29 over Carter, 28-21 over Hallsville. Between all that, had a loss to Gilmer, who is a one-win Gilmer squad this year. Very unusual. But their one win came against this Pine Tree squad, 41-25. Also lost to Van, 38-21, and lost to Kilgore last week to open up district, 35-7. So they've got a really young squad. They've got a really big quarterback. We'll be talking about him throughout the rest of the night. So we're just going to have to kind of wait and see on this one, JD. We've seen some good and we've seen some not exactly great from the Panthers in the first few weeks of the season, and this district is really where it becomes that measuring stick game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I have all the faith in the world. We were talking about it down here, but this is the first step to a playoff run. Of course, they're taking this one game at a time. You know what I mean? But as the guy sitting up here, literally the eye in the sky. You know what I mean? Looking at it from a bigger picture, it feels like this one's going to be really important here. So as I was yakking, I wasn't paying attention down there, JD. Did you happen to see
it? It was Pine Tree who ended up winning the toss there.
Okay.
They elected to defer to the second half, so that means your Mabank Panthers are going to be opening up on the offensive end of things here tonight.
Yep, it's going to be Bryson Morris and Gavin Foote back deep, your traditional deep men. Pine Tree taking an extra second to talk about it. And don't forget, folks, as you see Pine Tree with their pink towels and undershirts and all that kind of stuff. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Panthers are earning the right to wear pink, so they're doing a big fundraiser drive kind of deal going on right now. We can get you more information about that later on. I don't have it right in front of me. I apologize, but I want to say the end goal is like $1,500, and if they can raise $1,500 as a team, then they'll be able to wear whatever pink garb that they want to. So definitely want to help them. I think the last I saw, they were sitting right under $500. So you're going to need somebody to step up, donate a few dollars to them so they can get themselves all decked out in that breast cancer awareness pink. All right, so here we go to start off the night. It's going to be a deep kick here by Pine Tree. Foote going to get under it and corral it. Going to have some return space. Gets around a couple of men. Ends up being taken down right at about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will be going to work tonight. They're going to be in those white and green uniforms, and they are going to be boosted by a big comeback off of injury. That is Jaden Thompson, your starting running back, number 20 down there. Had over 600 yards in the first 3 games of the season. Ended up missing that game against Canton. Rested up a little bit on that bye week. Now he's ready to get back out and go to work. Snap. It's going to be it's kind of a reverse pitch going here. Went to Foote, and Foote makes somebody miss, gets up to the 29-yard line. Interesting. That's a wrinkle we hadn't seen. Of course, to be honest, we haven't been at practice as much as we have been in the last couple of weeks, but we have been at practice, and we've seen a lot of a kind of option game kind of deal going on. Have not seen that play, so when you can surprise me, you're doing a pretty good job.
That's right. If the people up in the sky don't know what's going on, hey, the people on the field probably don't know much of what's going on either.
So gave him the 29, as we said, and that's going to be Copeland keeping and gets up to the first down but loses the ball, and it looks like Pine Tree is going to come up with it. So first carry of the night for Jackson Copeland is going to result in a turnover for the Panthers.
Yeah, definitely not the way that they wanted to start their opening drive, but nonetheless, it's time to get the defense out there on the field and go for the rebuttal.
Yeah, so Pine Tree going to be starting on the Mabank 38-yard line. Fiddle with some things. There we go. Now, this is that big man they have back at quarterback. Takes his first snap, going to hand off to the back, going around the left side, fights forward, and able to pick up a first down. And, yeah, big man back there at quarterback, number 31, Colton Croft. And, again, he is a big dude. Have him listed at 6'4", 225. Wears number 31 as well, so definitely a non-traditional type quarterback here. Man in motion. Croft awaits the snap, takes it, fakes, looking, finds a man down on the bottom of the screen before he is tackled there. Looks like that is number 6, Kason Morris, that comes up with the tackle. Couldn't quite tell. I couldn't see who the receiver was there, JD. I apologize.
I missed it as well. Don't feel too bad.
And when I say we're eye in the sky, I mean we are. We're further away than we normally are. So y'all know my eyes already aren't the best. Now it's going to be a handoff this time. Space for the running back, and he is just going to go, and he is in for the touchdown. That is number 6, Roger Attaway, breaking away for the 26, 27-yard touchdown.
Going to have a flag come out late there on it. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that's just painting on the field.
Yeah, I know.
A little yellow dot right in the middle of it, and I thought maybe there was some laundry late that I didn't see. But.
That pine tree yellow definitely is flag yellow, so I can 100% see what you got there. Lefty kicker. Kick is either partially blocked or really hard miss to the right there. Couldn't quite tell if a Panther got their hand on it, but Pine Tree will open up the scoring here, 6-0. Again, capitalizing on a Panther turnover, and that is exactly something you can't be doing, especially in the early going, building up the the Pirates' momentum. As I was looking before this game, they were saying it. Dave Campbell's was saying that it was a 43-point spread on this game. I don't know if they've got to watch much Mabank football this year, but they have been pretty solid. You know what I mean? They've been pretty good so far this year. We don't talk about that Canton game, but other than that, you know. So I don't agree that this is a 43-point game, but if you keep making mental mistakes like that, it could turn into one quickly. So gonna have to
clean it up here on
clean
the
it
second
up a
drive.
bit.
Yeah.
All right, it's another deep kick here, and this one's going to fly back into the end zone. Panthers aren't even going to try. His foot, just kind of let it go. So, again, going to be starting from the 25-yard line, and we'll see what the Panthers have in store on this second drive. It looks like it's going to be pretty much the same group out there. Got Langford, that outside receiver on the far side, foot in the slot to your left. Morris, slot right. Hyde, wide out to the right. Copeland, waiting on the snap, takes, hands off to Morris. Morris going around the left side, has some space before being ran out of bounds. He is able to pick up a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. First one of the ball game for the Panthers. Are they going to say he stepped out early?
No, they're going to give him 11 there on that one, yeah.
I was going to say, there was no movement on that chain there for a good while. I was going to say, my eyes aren't great, but Copeland again. Or no, excuse me. Hard count this time. Uh-oh, didn't hit my clock button last time. We're a little off on the clock, folks. 9:25 left to go here. I'll get it corrected in a second. Copeland still waiting on the snap. This time going to hand off to Thompson. Thompson fighting his way through a few tacklers and is finally taken down right across the 40. Looks like they're actually going to give him the 42-yard line there, so gain of a few.
Yeah, good 6 yards of fight there on that run. And they're going to line right back up and go again.
Yeah, using that NASCAR, and Copeland going to keep this time going to the right, has some space, getting around a couple of blocks, and will finally be taken down across the first down marker. They are running the clock here. So another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down, and that's exactly what it looked like on that last drive as Copeland took off to the left, but just couldn't quite hang on to it. Now look like they're starting to pick up a little bit of rhythm here. Thompson to the right, snap to Copeland. He's going to hand it to Thompson, and he ducks through a man at the line of scrimmage, only going to be able to pick up a yard. Immediately was assaulted when he was handed the ball. Did a good job not to lose yards. Make something at least minorly positive out of it. This will be 2nd and 9. Again, Pine Tree 2-3, 0-1 in district, losing last week to Kilgore. So both of these teams looking to get their first district win here tonight. As Copeland sets up, sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff to Morris, and gives to Thompson. Thompson only going to be able to pick up about 2. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7 here. Mabank has been pretty good at being able to pick up the third mids, third and longs on the ground. But we know Copeland, he's a pretty dynamic passer as well, so we haven't seen him let one loose yet. Let's see what the Panthers decide to go with. Taking a little extra time to make the decision here. Now comes set, still. And Copeland going to take a shot to the left and just threw behind his intended receiver there. I believe that was foot out there.
Foot there on the go route, and Foot never looked back for it. But
well, speaking of never looking back, the offense never looked back. They are going to be going for it here on 4th and 7 on that Pirate 49-yard line. So want to see what they've got here early. Hard count. So maybe that's all it was, trying to see if they can get him to jump. No, now they're going to send in the play, so let's see what Copeland and crew come up with here. Jackson drops back. Thompson moved over to the left. Snap. Copeland looking, throws it up. Morris, no flag. It looked like Morris might have had a man kind of on his chest there, but no flag going to be called, so that is going to be a turnover on downs. And Pine Tree, again, going to be set up with good field position here. Colton Croft, again, big man, 6'4", 225 back there at quarterback. And he's got several targets to look for. The little bit of tape that I could find. Looked like he was looking a lot for number 15, Rashad Wooford, and number 14, Boston Johnson, who might have the best name out there on the field because it is Bosston, so it is Boston. Swung out to the right this time, and still fighting his way forward before going out of bounds there is the receiver. Number 2, Ashton Valentine on the reception. So that'll be another Pine Tree first down. First downs have not exactly been tough to come by for either squad so far tonight. So Pine Tree going to have 2 men split out to the left. Going to hand out, it's pop pass. And it is going to be a completion for another touchdown. Even got me that time. It was a play action. I said pop pass. I meant play action.
Yeah, ran a little RPO there.
Yep.
Decided to get him with the jump on. They bit on the run there, so quick, easy over the middle, and no one behind to be able to run him down.
Yep, and it was the same man, number 2, Ashton Valentine, had back-to-back receptions, one of them going for 6. Now kicker looks like number 26, Julian Ibarra, out to attempt the extra point. This time much better, and it works out. So tell you what, while they're down there flipping the field, let's go ahead and take a short break. We'll be right back right after this.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Yeah, big shout out to Zach Pruitt. Appreciate him not only supporting Mabank Panther football the way that he does, but really just high school football in general out in East Texas. Great guy. We've gotten a chance to know him. Know he was a coach in Arkansas for a good while. So good dude. Loves the game of football and likes being a sponsor of Cedar Creek Media. So we appreciate him doing it.
Absolutely.
So 13-0 Pirates up here in the early going. 6:33 left to go here in this first quarter. Got another deep kick. Let's see what Foote decides to do with this one. He is going to let it bound into the end zone again. So once again, the Panthers are going to be setting up at the 25. Less than halfway through this first quarter, and already the third time the Panthers will be setting up a drive on the 25-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been pretty quick scoring for the Pirates. As soon as they get the ball in their hands, it doesn't take them too many plays before they're able to hit the big one and find their way down the field. But